Hi, I'm Riley McManus. Welcome to Word for Word, where we offer you an in-depth look at some of our interviews with newsmakers from across the region. You'll have the opportunity to hear word for word how they responded to the news of the day. A $435,000 investment through the Northern Ontario Heritage Fund will help the film and music production industry in Thunder Bay thrive. MPP Kevin Holland announced the funding yesterday morning that will support 8 creative industry development projects.
Happy to be here on behalf of Minister Greg Rickford and as Parliamentary Assistant to him in the Ministry of Northern Development to announce $435,000 in funding to 8 production companies here in Thunder Bay. So it's an exciting time. It's a great news for the film industry in Thunder Bay.
Okay, and it's going to be a little more exciting because a lot of the time MPPs, they come down, they announce infrastructure, roads, things along those lines. It's got to be a little more excitement on your end to go out and help the local media scene.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got a rich culture here, a rich film industry and arts community in Thunder Bay, and the ability for our government to help them, sustain and to grow their industry is really exciting for me. It's a great opportunity and really enhances the Thunder Bay and the region in general. So.
How exciting you to see the finished product now that the funding's there?
Yeah, well, I was talking to the producers here, the owners of the company, and they're telling me about their festival that's coming up in September. So I've had them send me that information I can put on the calendar because really look forward to coming out and seeing what the final product's going to look like. So they're showing me the process here that they're doing in the back, and it's really interesting work they're doing, and I'm excited to see what the final product's going to look like.
Okay, and exciting funding today. I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, over $400,000. What's that going to do for this group? What does that mean?
There's a lot of different organizations and artists and people involved, and this is just an amazing thing for our industry here, and it's really building sustainability, and it's creating jobs, and it's creating the ability for people, for northern voices to be heard, not just locally, but also across Canada. And it's creating just a space for artists to grow, and we really hope that we can just continue to grow the region within the arts in general.
And I know you were mentioning just now and there, some of them were internship roles that are being added. How important is it to have someone in these spaces that can help push these projects to the finish line?
The internship roles are incredibly useful for all of these organizations to take in people with limited experience, growing them into very efficient arts workers and people who can work in all of these different sectors. These are very complex things, but really we get time to work with individuals and grow them up, and then create opportunities for them afterwards and build skills so that even after their internships, they have the ability to start their own projects, their own things, and continue to work with all of these amazing organizations that promote the arts and Northern voices.
Maybe just one or two more. He was naming off some specific projects in the works right now. If you can, maybe name off a few of those and what's so exciting about them, because just based on the titles, I was kind of intrigued myself. So.
Right. We have an intern working for the Fox Popular Media Arts Festival, and we're very excited once again to be returning for our 19th year at the Definitely Superior Art Gallery, where we'll be showing a lot of local work, a lot of local artists, and in fact a lot of the other artists that are being funded by the NOHFC for their various projects might have their films or their music presented at our festival. So we're very excited that this is growing the industry throughout Thunder Bay, because all of these people are benefiting, and we are able to help showcase them, and we're able to just help grow the whole community and showcase all of the amazing artists within Thunder Bay and the region.
5 pedestrian bridges on the city north side have been flagged for replacement or significant repairs. Construction will begin next year and conclude in 2025, with the city budgeting $2 million for the work.
So we have about 5 structures. So basically our pedestrian bridges get inspected every 4 years. So when we're taking a look at them, they have condition ratings that are associated with just their overall condition and serviceability of the structures. We've done some pretty major projects in the last few years, and so there's just some of these smaller projects we need to catch up on. So about three of these pedestrian structures are at the end of their service life, so they're for replacement, and two others looks like we can do some rehabilitation and save portions of them and get them up to snuff again.
Can just remind me the two getting rehabilitated, which two are those? My process of elimination, I'll know which three are getting
I don't have them memorized off the top of my head,
no
sorry.
Problem. No problem, it's on the media release. But in terms of maybe starting with the ones that are going to be completely replaced, how long does a process like that take?
Oh, to replace the structure? I'm not sure. They're pretty small overall. You know, you have to take into considerations like there's since they're especially the ones that are crossing creeks, so there's in-water work windows, so that not even able to start work after June 20th. Once it goes out to tender. But I wouldn't expect long construction times for any of the structures. Maybe a little bit of lead time if we have any precast concrete or something like that. But yeah, it shouldn't be a low placement.
And you said that would start ideally in June or go out to tender in June.
Oh no, so we're just getting the work designed and contract books ready for this year. The current capital plan we have right now, and all these plans are subject to council approval and things can get moved around. But right now we're hoping to put all 5 bridges out in 2 contracts, one that would go out in 2024 with 2 or 3 of them, and another one in 2025 with 2 or 3 of them.
Okay. So construction itself wouldn't start this construction season?
Not this year, next year, yeah.
Okay, and the ones that reach end of life specifically, I guess, are they going to remain open throughout this process leading up to construction itself? Like, are they still safe to the public to use at this point?
Yeah. No concerns came up in terms of their safety or the usability, but they're approaching the end of their lifespan and probably could squeeze a few more years out of them. But we want to get it replaced at the appropriate time.
And was it $2 million budgeted for all 5 as a whole?
Between the 5 structures, we're estimating about a high level estimate about $2 million for the 5. Yeah.
Okay. And I guess more for the public's view, like $2 million, it sounds like a lot for a few bridges, but the way you're talking, it's a lot of work that goes into it. Take us through that process. How do we hit that price tag on projects like these?
Yeah, so typically when we do our high level estimates, we have unit prices that we use for bridge reconstructions and rehabilitations based on the square meter area of the deck, and that's based on historical data. Plus, obviously, inflation's pretty tough, so a lot of prices have been going up. So, our first run at the estimates, we took a look at the size of the bridges, the length of the crossings, made our initial estimates. Once we get design done, we'll have some more detailed estimates of what we have, and we'll adjust the budgets as required. But just in the meantime, for future forecast, we try to give a good ballpark number in terms of what we should be applying to the budget.
Okay. Yeah. And I guess maybe just one question. I don't know if you could answer this one. Are these popular for the public? These get use out of them because just they're located. It's like a lot of people walk around these areas. So
yeah, I don't have any up-to-date pedestrian counts or anything, but all the pedestrian bridges that are in service, they generally get pretty high use. That's put in place in the first place, right? So.
St. Joseph's Care Group officials have begun the search for a new president and CEO after current president Kelly O'Brien announced her resignation last Friday. No reasons were given for O'Brien's departure, except that the decision was a difficult one, as she plans to return to her home in Newfoundland. Board Chair Susan Fraser says they're sad to see her go, but are happy for her at the same time.
Kelly and I spoke in advance of the announcement. It was a very difficult decision for her. I very much respect and support the decision that she made to return home to Newfoundland. Disappointed. If we could have kept Kelly forever, we would have, but understandable, and she's left us in a good position to move forward.
And what are the next steps for you guys for finding one new?
So as a board, we are going to immediately look to recruitment process, executive search process. Kelly has agreed to stay on during the recruitment process, so we're lucky to have her do that with us, and we expect to have someone in place this summertime.
Actually, yeah, I was going to say the timeline, I guess, for that.
Yeah, that's our anticipated timeline. I mean, that's it may not always go according to our plans, but Kelly's been very helpful and willing to make the transition work. So we're looking towards this summer to have someone new in place, and that's our plan moving forward.
I guess
That's it.
Cinema 5 Skate Park is holding their first March break skating camp in the new facility. Throughout the week, kids between the ages of 6 and 12 will be able to make new friends and grow self-confidence while also improving their skateboarding skills.
The March Break Camp is a program for kids to come learn skateboarding or already work on new skills that they already have with skateboarding. They can meet new friends here too. It's a really good opportunity for kids to be more with their community in skateboarding and also learn something along the way.
Can you talk about some of the skills that these kids have been learning?
First of all, they can learn just how to push and ride a skateboard. And then they can learn transition, which is when there are ramps involved, like a mini ramp or just a regular ramp. They can learn how to push on them, how to do tricks on it, and overall just make them better skaters.
Can you talk about the importance of having something like this?
Skateboarding is an important hobby that a kid can have because it's a community thing. They can have friends help them. It's self-guided, so it's not any pressure for them to learn anything new or any of that being put on them. They do it at their own pace. It's just a really fun environment, and it's a place where people can learn and just have a good time.
And do you know a little bit about the summer camp? Yeah? Can you talk a little bit about that?
I actually volunteered at last year's summer camp, so I know a bit about it. It's basically what we're doing here at the March Break camps, except we go outside to the marina skate park, we walk around, we go to the splash pad, and it's just a really good opportunity for kids to go out into the sun with friends and learn.
And how long would that be going on for?
It's 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off, 1 week in between with no weekends, so it's the whole weekdays from 9 to 4 presumably, and yeah, so you give your kid away for the whole day and they come back and they learn something new.
And can people already sign up for the camp?
Yep. Yeah, it's already going out that you can sign up for the summer skate camps, so yes.
And where can people do that?
Cinema 5 website and at the door of the skate park.
Also taking advantage of the March break is the Thunder Bay Cricket Council, which is hosting a 2-day kids cricket clinic. The goal is to introduce the popular sport to Thunder Bay youth in a fun and informational way.
Yeah. What made you guys decide to go into a community aspect for cricket here in Thunder Bay?
So cricket is growing in Thunder Bay in year by year. Because we started 3 years before with a small little tournament, but now we are going to focus on more and more bigger tournaments here in Thunder Bay, bringing players outside Thunder Bay to here to get more experience with the other players who is playing in professional clubs. Also, we would like to give some opportunity to the little kids, to give some basics and then start from their beginning and then giving more training and giving more practice, make them more professional. So the basic idea why we are bringing cricket to Thunder Bay is to give opportunity to the players who would like to know cricket, who would like to play cricket. So we are kind of a base for them to climb up to their next level.
And I know tomorrow they're coming out again. But in the future, are you going to be running any more of these? Are they planned at the moment?
Exactly, yes. We are already planned a summer camp for kids. It's going to be probably on June or July. We haven't decided the dates yet, but we'll decide the date pretty soon, and we'll post it on Facebook and Instagram pretty soon. And then that's going to be a great event actually, because this is just basic. We are going to show them how to hold the bat, how to ball, how to field, how to keep a ball with their hands. Those are the basic stuff that we are going to go through today and tomorrow, and then more into the cricket we are going to go start on summer. So who are joined here today, or who wanted to know more about cricket, they can also join us in the next summer camp.
And I know cricket's similar to specifically baseball. I know someone here I was talking to is a baseball player and said he found it easy to swing the cricket bat. But can you kind of just tell me the little differences in rules and just kind of how the game's played that is different from what usual sports where you're played in Thunder Bay?
Yeah. So for instance, we can say that it's pretty similar to baseball, but the way that we hit the ball, way that we swing the bat is kind of a different way. We swing the ball, how to pitch the ball to the ground. It's kind of a different than baseball, but It's almost kind of similar with the baseball and cricket. It's ball and bat game actually. So once we get the ball, you got to make sure you are hit that in the timing. This is all about timing, because on baseball we throw all the way to the batsman to the bat to hit the ball. But in cricket we can turn the ball, pitching the ground, or spinning the ball. That's all up to the bowlers. So that's bowlers. We have fast bowlers and spin bowlers. The spin bowlers turn the ball by hitting the pitch. Once they pitch the ball on the ground, it will spin and then go to the wickets. So it's kind of a different way that we are playing cricket. So it's kind of mostly similar, we can say, but yeah.
And how do you feel, for those who are kind of new to the sport, learning here today, how fast do you usually see people pick up on the game?
They're really good actually. They're very excited to know this because they never thought about playing cricket in Thunder Bay before, right? So it's kind of pretty new to each and every kid's playing here. And then I'm pretty sure they are all having the timing too, eh? They're hitting on the right on the bat, on right on the middle, which is great to see. And they're all keenly interested to play cricket here. So they are having their match break. I appreciate their parents and guardians to bring them to the field, give them some lesson to the cricket, and then their new sport has been born in Thunder Bay.
And I know community is big in every sport, but from what Kurt was telling me and what I've seen here today and throughout the Cricket League, it seems like it's a very friendly community altogether, very tight-knit. Why is it such a tight-knit community for cricket?
Because, like I said, so cricket is a sport that played all over the world, probably mostly from Asia, maybe from pretty little from North America and Europe, those kind of countries. But it's getting better. Canada has a national team now and it's 20th position overall the world. At the ICC cricket, there's International Cricket Council. Canada stays in 20th position. So it's going to level up a little bit more longer. So whoever immigrate from some other place to Canada, they have mostly likely to play cricket in Thunder Bay. But we are likely to have people who are already in Canada to join us to get to more about cricket and play even like a soccer and ice hockey, like a popular sport in Thunder Bay.
And I know with the league now here with the kids, it's been a very fast turnaround for how much the sport has grown in Thunder Bay. Are you surprised how fast it's growing? And I guess what are your aspirations for the future for this sport?
Exactly, it's growing really fast actually, because we already hosted a lot of tournaments here in Thunder Bay, but this year we are going to get more out from the other cities too. So Sault Ste. Marie, Sudbury, we are going to get teams from Winnipeg to play against Thunder Bay here in Thunder Bay, city of Thunder Bay, at Sharples Cricket Park. So that's going to be an exciting event too, but we'll hope we'll get more accommodation to accommodate this many people, because we are almost 150 players join for this upcoming tournaments. And then we might have a lot of people looking forward to play cricket here in Thunder Bay, so we've got to accommodate them in one field now. So we are expecting more fields here around in Thunder City. That way we can accommodate that many people. Also give an opportunity to them to learn cricket, to get more professional.
And I guess lastly, when does the kind of league start this summer?
So this summer, one of the major league in Thunder Bay is T-Bay Teton Cricket League. TD's T-Bay Teton Cricket League will start on June 9th. So we have 16 signed up already. That's only on Sundays starting at 1 p.m. Will last until 9 p.m. So it's going to be a great event coming up. And then we have a Canada Day Cup with Provincial Cup. We get teams from Winnipeg. Sault Ste. Marie and Sudbury is already confirmed. So we are looking some teams from Alberta too. So that's going to be a great event that's going to happen in summer too. So these are the two major tournaments. Other than that, we are going outside to play NOCL, which is Northern Ontario Cricket League. Probably on Sault Ste. Marie or Sudbury, that's only the 5 cities are playing against. It's going to be another step up for whoever wants to learn more professional cricket.
Thanks for joining us for today's edition of Word for Word. We'll be back again tomorrow with more interviews from across the Northwest.